Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 21 of the Diverse Dialogues podcast. I'm Mateo.
And I'm Ruben.
And as you can see, we have a brand new look for the Diverse Dialogues podcasts, just from the thumbnail and also from the video alone. I think it looks pretty good, and it matches with the whole color aesthetic. Check out that video for the channel. So that's going to be our look from now on. And for today's podcast, what are we doing, Ruben?
All right, chat. So, do you ever just take two random franchises from your childhood and for whatever reason you just mix them together? Well, that's what we're doing here. We're taking hopefully every Mortal Kombat character and giving them a Pokemon type.
And from there, we can discuss whether or not that's a good typing for them and go from there.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, y'all, this is not just some random filler episode. I've actually been thinking about doing this for a long time. It's going to be big.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We don't have any questions, or at least, there's no questions for today because we already done Mortal Kombat. We already done Pokemon. Plus, all the questions that we probably would be asking is, what's the type for this character? What's the type for this character? It's just stuff like that. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. And anything you want to say before?
Disclaimer, because Mortal Kombat is a fighting game, I'm going to try my hardest to not give every person a fighting type, even though that's going to be the case, unfortunately, for most of these characters.
I think I know a couple I can give the fighting type without.
Okay.
If that was even English.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. But yeah, let's get right into it. Ruben has the full list, so let's just go down and see if we can go from there. Maybe we could probably speed run some of it. But...
All right, Scorpion. Now there are two versions, Hanzo Hasashi and just Scorpion. Hanzo can be fire fighting, while Scorpion can be fire ghost, since he's a specter.
My money is leaning more towards firefighting.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm going with right now.
All right, Sub-Zero, Kuai Liang, human form, ice fighting, cyber form, ice steel, because he's a cyborg.
Exactly, yep.
And, actually, no, I have Bihan for his own thing, never mind. Liu Kang, default, fire fighting, Timekeeper Liu Kang, fire dragon, or fighting dragon. What do you think?
That's a good one. I think I'm going to stick with fire fighting.
Okay.
It's mainly from his kit, because the dragon's more of like an afterthought.
Okay. Raiden, electric, psychic, electric because he's the thunder god, and psychic because it's more of an MK9 thing, but he has the ability to predict the future, or has visions of the future, even though he doesn't have that after MKX. And Dark Raiden, electric, dark. Self-explanatory.
Yeah, again, we're trying our hardest to make sure we don't do fighting type for every single one of them.
All right, Johnny Cage. I can't think of a dual typing, but for now, steel, because of brass knuckles from MK11.
I have a dual type.
What?
Normal fighting. And here's my logic to that. And it's going to apply to a different character later on. Normal because he's an average Joe Schmo guy. And the other part, there's a certain fighting type move called Aura Sphere. Because he has aura and he throws spears.
Okay.
And it just makes sense.
Yeah, because there's no force type, so yeah, that could work.
And Force Palm. So there you go, yeah.
Yeah. Sonya Blade.
Normal?
Fire, because fire power, but other than that, I got nothing for Sonya.
I think normal type. I have nothing.
I have nothing. Kano, Dark Steel. Dark because, as most of you know, the Japanese version of Dark is evil type, and Kano is just an evil thug. Steel because of the metal eye.
Yep, most definitely. And also the knives that he uses, so.
Yeah. Reptile, poison for sure.
Definitely.
As for the other type, dragon because he's reptilian, but there's nothing else really draconic about him. So maybe just fighting type.
Either poison fighting or poison dragon.
Okay. Goro, dragon fighting. Dragon because the Shokan race are partially dragon people.
Yep.
And fighting because he's like an undefeated champion of Outworld.
Mm-hmm.
Shang Tsung, Ghost normal. Ghost because his whole thing is stealing souls, and normal because the normal type is like the neutral type, and he can transform into any character.
I can see that.
Other than that, maybe Ghost Fire since he also has fire abilities.
Or Ghost Dark if you really want to go there.
Yeah, because he's like one of the most evil characters.
Yeah.
In the series. Baraka, Steel because of his blades. As for the other type, not sure.
Dark. Because this also applies to a Melina. What is the one move, well, 2 moves actually, that are in the dark type that perfectly describes them? Bite and Crunch.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Dark works, yeah.
Steel Dark.
Jax, fighting Steel. Fighting because he's, like, extremely strong in Steel because he has steel arms.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. Jade. I mean, Steel because she has a metal staff and that star thingy. I can't think of another type.
Steel.
I really cannot.
The thing is, like, a lot of these, like, female characters could, like, have psychic just because of, like, the powers that they have, but it doesn't make any sense, though.
Yeah. I don't know about Jade. I'm just going to stick with Steel. I cannot think of anything else.
Steel fighting, I mean, I don't know, but that's another steel.
Alright, Katana, Steel flying.
Yep, I was thinking the exact same
Steel
thing.
because the fan blade thingies, and flying because she can create wind out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no wind type. Kung Lao, fighting Steel. Fighting because he's from the Shaolin, which are known for martial arts, and Steel because of his steel hat.
Yep.
Melina, Dark because of what you just brought up earlier.
And Steel because of the size.
Yeah, Steel. Smoke. Fire because, you know, his catchphrase, where there's smoke, there's fire.
And the smoke screen move is the only thing that smoke related, so.
Yeah, and other than that, I don't know.
Everybody have to go with fighting type, like, almost all for all of that.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess firefighting. Noob Saibot, or technically Bihan. First, human form, Ice Dark. Ice because he has ice powers. Dark because he's the evil brother.
Mm-hmm.
And Noob Saibot, Dark Ghost, since he is a wraith. That's actually the term, not a revenant for him. So he's undead.
Yep.
Plus, one of his moves, or his whole shtick, is a shadow. And there's all the shadow moves for the ghost type.
He would definitely have double team as his move.
Yeah.
In his kit.
Kintaro, Fire Dragon. Dragon because the Shokan thing. And Fire because he's known for fire.
Okay.
Shao Kahn, Steel
Dragon.
Yeah. Because, you know, of course, there's all his equipment that's just pure steel. And Dragon because...
he's part dragon.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he has the draconic elements in MK11.
Yeah.
Cyrax, Steel for... Or just all the cyborgs. Steel for short because they're cyborgs. As for Cyrax, I have no clue. Electric, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Steel, because Electro Web.
Oh, yeah.
So, in a sense, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Sector, Steel, Fire.
That's self-explanatory.
Yeah, because he has flamethrowers. Cabal, Steel... I have no clue. Steel because, you know, the steel blade.
Steel
and the mask.
Steel normal because of quick attack and extreme speed.
Okay, yeah, that works. Nightwolf, Ghost for sure because he summons the animal spirits.
And normal because he's just...
I don't know what the other one could be, honestly.
Not psychic, right?
No.
Maybe just Ghost. Yeah, Ghost normal. I can't think of anything else.
Oh, Ghost Electric because he has thunder powers.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah. Shiva, Fire Dragon, same thing as Kintaro, fire powers, and Shokan are dragon people. Sindel, normal because there's no sound type, so that's the closest thing you're gonna get. And maybe Ghost because the whole Banshee spirit thing she has. Other than that, I got nothing. Maybe Psychic because
Something like that. She's a master manipulator.
Yeah, I don't know. Striker, fire, electric. This is actually a pretty obscure one, but I remember that was his typing in Invasions.
Oh my god, it was.
I know that's an obscure topic, but yeah, firepower as well as the taser.
Other option, normal.
Yeah. Ermac, ghost, psychic maybe? Ghost because he's a amalgamation of spirits, and psychic because the whole telekinesis thing.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Rain, water, electric. Water because,
Yep.
of course, he manipulates water, and electric because he also has thunder powers. Now I have 4 characters in one. Chameleon, Shujinko, and Floyd. All of which are normal, and all of them for the same reason. They copy other people's abilities.
Yep.
That's it. Motaro. I have no clue.
Motaro. All right, let's see here.
Well, steel because the metal tail thing he has.
Tail. Yep.
I don't even know what material that thing he shoots out of. Is it like fire, electricity, or something?
Well, isn't he like a... No, he's a different one. Because I was about to say maybe like dragon
No,
or...
the Centurions are a whole nother thing. I don't know. Fighting maybe. Just because he's... I don't know. I got nothing.
That's tough. But for the sake of giving an answer, we'll just say steel. Ground.
Okay, you're not sure. Let's go.
Because there's a lot of the first thing Mudsdale. That's the first thing that came up in my mind.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works, I guess. Fujin, for sure, flying type, because, like I said, there's no wind type, so all you got is flying. And I want to give him like a strong type, like psychic or dragon, just because he is also a god, similar to Raiden. But I don't know.
Or flying steel.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Jarek, dark, because he's just Kano, but without the metal eye. That's literally all there is to him.
Once we get to this part, now it's like it could be literally anything.
Yeah, we're at MK4 characters, by the way. So yeah, Jarek, just pure dark type, why not? Kai, fighting fire, since he is the successor to Liu Kang, so it would make sense for him to have the same type.
Mm-hmm.
Quan Chi, ghost, dark. Ghost because he's a necromancer. Dark because he is pure evil. Reiko, fighting for sure, since he is a warlord.
And red.
And steel because a majority of his weapons are metal.
Yep.
Tanya. She has fire powers, right?
Just the same thing with like well, more so ancestral powers, I guess. Yeah, and mainly I'm going from NK1.
Oh, well, I'm thinking of MKX.
Oh, MKX. Well, Steel, one of them, because she does have a couple, like the staff are like a small bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know about fire.
I'm not sure if I'm thinking of someone else, but I think she had fire abilities.
Bo Raicho had like a fire breath because of the alcohol, but other than that.
Otherwise, I could say dark since she's usually a double crosser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shinnok, ghost for sure, since he is
the god of death, basically.
Yeah, and dark maybe because he also is just pure evil.
Yeah.
Bo Raicho, fire, like you mentioned, and poison because his thing is vomiting and farting, which are both very acidic.
Yeah, that could work.
Drummond, bug, because all the flies around him, and ghost because I think he's like an Oni or whatever.
All I know is that he's a tormentor. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, his whole thing is like what's Mitt. Yeah, I think he's just an Oni who tortures people after they die or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, ghost works. Frost, ice, steel. Well, if we're talking like cyborg Frost, then yeah, that would work for sure. Su Hao, I have no fucking clue. Steel, maybe, because that thing he wears, and maybe electric, because it's a laser beam. I have no fucking clue.
Steel, and that's it.
Sure, let's go with that. Kenshi, psychic steel.
Yep.
Psychic because he has telekinesis and he's a telepath. Steel because of the katana. Lee Mei. Fairy.
Pink.
Yeah, I think fairy can work since her power is just pink. Other than that, fighting because she is part of the Fighting because she is a part of the Umgadi who are trained since like toddlers to fight. So yeah. Movado. Steel. Oh, electric, because he has a like electric ability, like as a cameo.
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Natara, flying of course, since she can fly, and poison maybe? Since there is no like blood type.
And there's not really like any.
No,
Well, I guess bats. So yeah.
Yeah. So let's go with that. Moloch. I don't know. Dark maybe? I don't know. He's a demon.
Just dark. Let's just go.
Let's go with that. Serena. Fire for sure. And ghost or dark? Well, she is a demon, so.
So dark.
Okay, dark. Ashra. Fairy. Because she's all about light magic, and which counters dark. As for the other one, I have no clue.
Steel because of the sword?
Yeah, steel could work, yeah. Dairu. There's one thing I know about Dairu, and that is that stupid ground pound move when he falls back, so I'm just going to say ground.
Go with that, because I don't know anything about Dairu.
Darius. Fighting, I guess.
That's about it. I don't think there's anything else to him.
He's a freedom fighter, so I'm going with the literal term here. Havoc. Dark, because he's all about chaos. Chaos is obviously bad. And I guess you could add poison, since one of his fatalities is contaminating someone else with his own heart.
And he does vomit, so yeah.
Yeah, let's go with poison. Hotaru. Who is this guy? Oh, he's the order. Okay, fire, because there's no lava type, and that's the closest thing to fire. Yeah, fuck it, ground, because fire and ground together is just lava.
And there's a couple characters that have ground fire as lava things, so.
Alright, sure, let's go with that. Kira. Steel. Because she has steel blades, and there's nothing else to that.
Not really anything else, yeah.
It's pure steel. Cobra. Fighting. Since he's just Karate Kid as well as Ken Masters from Street Fighter, so fighting.
Yeah.
Onaga, dragon, flying. Dragon because he's the Dragon King, and flying because he can fly. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's about it, yeah.
Dagon and Taven. Well, they are demigods, so they could be like dragon or something.
I think they are associated with some type of dragon. I'm not
Okay, so we'll give dragon both of them. And because Taven's the good one and Dagon's the bad one, Taven, dragon fighting, Dagon, dragon dark. Let's go with that.
Sure.
Meat.
Normal.
I was going to say ghost because it's just a walking corpse. So let's go with that.
Goes normal, sure, why not?
Mocap. Norm?
Just normal.
Just normal.
It's just a guy in a mocap costume, that's all.
Blaze. Fire, obviously.
I think that's about it. I think we should leave it at that.
I mean, you could also add rock since I'm pretty sure he's like a molten man or something.
Well, the big boss one, yes, but there is just a regular one where it's just...
The one from the arcade games?
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Armageddon one.
Fire just for the regular dude, but fire rock as the big guy.
Okay. Scarlet. Poison, because as I previously mentioned with the whole blood thing, there's no blood type. Poison's the closest you're going to get. Other than that, psychic, because she can manipulate blood at will. I don't know. Maybe dark. But I don't know.
I mean, all he has she has like a little knife, but other than that, I can't think of anything else.
Well, poison for sure. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Cassie Cage. Fighting because they're special forces. Fire as well because firepower. So fighting fire. Or steel.
Or steel, yeah, fighting steel.
Yeah.
But she does have the green aura that
Oh
yeah. So yeah, fighting steel, yeah.
Fighting steel, okay. Jackie, steel because the metal gauntlets for sure.
And I guess fighting again.
Fighting, yeah. Kung Jin, dark because he is a thief, much like the Great Kung Lao is also a thief. So dark, we can add that. I have nothing.
What can we do for an archer? Like,
I have no clue. The only archer I can think of is Decidueye, who's a grass type. I don't know. I might have to go with grass just because I don't think we've done a single grass type on here.
There's only one character I know that's grass, but we haven't got to that character just yet. So maybe just ghost normal. I don't know.
Or dark.
Dark normal. Yeah. Sorry, dark normal.
Okay. Takeda, steel for sure because of the metal whips. Other than that, fire because he is trained under Scorpion.
I think it does have a couple fire-ish things, so yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. Yeah, fire steel. Devora, bug, flying.
Yeah.
Or bug poison.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah. I would lean more into bug poison though, me personally. Aaron Black, steel.
Ground steel.
Ground steel, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because of the sand.
Sand, yeah. And that's like the ground, yeah. Ferritor.
What in the hell do we do for that?
I have no clue.
Steel fighting, I guess, because
fighting for Tor and steel for Farah.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. Yeah.
Kodokan, fire because he is a sun god, and rock because like he summons those like stone totems. Because he's a sun god, he's a war god. Well, I mean, I guess you can add fighting to that.
Yeah.
I think the totems are like a big part of like his moveset.
Yeah, so I guess we can do fire.
Fire, rock. Tremor, rock, ground. Because he has rock abilities and also the earthquake abilities.
Yep.
So yeah, that works. Triborg, steel, normal. Steel because cyborg, and normal because same thing as Shujinko and Chameleon. Their shtick is like swapping abilities.
And don't they have like tri-attack?
Tri-attack, which is a normal ability.
Yeah. So yeah, there it is.
Yep. Gearus, ground psychic. Ground because he manipulates sand, and psychic because that's the closest thing to time.
Yeah.
And he manipulates the sand of time.
Yep.
Collector. Steel because all of his tools. That's his whole shtick, is just using his tools. Other than that, I don't know. Dark because he's greedy. And greed is a deadly sin.
Sure.
Okay. Cetrion, grass, for sure.
Or normal, or just normal entirely because she has like multiple elements.
Isn't she like a nature god in a way?
Goddess of virtue, I think.
Okay.
So she has all fire, water, ice, grass, and earth.
Okay.
So it could either be a select few or just normal, so that way they can balance everything out.
Okay. That's actually a tricky one, not gonna lie. Well, if you mentioned she's the god of virtue or whatever, then fairy, because that is like a good thing, even though Cetrion's bad here.
Yeah.
So I would add fairy, and I would also add grass, since she's also about nature, and grass is
on the surface. That's what it is.
Yeah, fairy, grass. That's what I would pick. Chronica, psychic. That's it.
Yeah.
Since keeper of time. Now we got what time we have?
25 right now.
Oh wow, we actually went through this really fast. Well, now we have all the licensed characters. Now.
Okay, I was wondering if we were gonna get to these characters.
Yeah, we will. Kratos. Fighting.
Steel. Because he has a whole bunch of weapons.
Yeah,
There's a lot of fighting steels.
Yep. Freddy Krueger. Dark.
Yep.
He is pure fucking evil. And either ghost or fire.
Or steel again with the fucking glove.
Claws. Me personally, I would go with Dark Ghost. Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
Alright, Jason. Ghost, because he is a revenant in a way. This one's kind of a stretch, but water, since he drowned at Crystal Lake. But
that's a big stretch.
I know that's a huge stretch, but there's nothing else. There's other things that could add, but I don't want to add fighting for the 100th time.
Steel, ghost, I guess, since the machete.
Yeah, sure. Predator, grass, because his whole thing is hunting in a jungle. And steel, because of all his equipment. Alien.
Poison.
Poison, for sure, yeah. And
I think that might be it, yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Or bug.
Oh, yeah, bug could work. Okay, sure. Leatherface. Steel, because of the chainsaw and the mallet. Otherwise, I got no clue. Dark, because, cannibalism is pure evil.
I guess so, yeah.
So, yeah, let's go with that. Terminator. Steel, for sure, since he's a robot. Electric? Fire? Because the other thing is guns. So, and like I said earlier with Sonya Blade, fire power, which is the equivalent of guns.
Shoot. I guess, because I can't think of like a rebuttal for why fire should not be for guns, but I don't know.
Okay.
Or just have it be pure steel if we want to really just go with that.
Alright. The Joker, dark type for sure, since he is evil. And the other one, not sure.
It could probably just be dark type.
Uh-huh. Or fairy, since, he's, his whole thing's like just being a complete joke, but him, he's pure evil. Similar to...
He's whimsically evil.
Yeah, in a way. So let's go with that. Spawn. Honestly, there's a lot you can pick. Ghost, fire, dark, flying. That's actually a tough one. Huh.
Fire because of hell.
Okay, yeah, that works.
That's definite. And then...
you could also add steel to that as well, because like the chains. There's so much you can do for Spawn.
I'm going to say steel fire.
Okay, sure, let's go with that. RoboCop.
Steel.
For sure. And fighting, because the closest thing to a law type is the fighting type. Look at the Swords of Justice for an example.
Sure.
So yeah, let's go with that. Rambo. Fighting because he is a soldier, and ground, maybe? Or fire, because the whole firepower thing I mentioned a while ago. I have no clue for Rambo.
Maybe grass, because he uses the environment to make traps and shit.
Grass is a good one, yeah. Fighting.
Grass, not, isn't it like a thing where like the heavier the Pokemon is, it like trips the like more damage, so like...
Yeah, I like grass. Grass actually fits. And fighting.
Fighting grass, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Omni-Man. Okay, flying. Okay, Omni-Man and Homelander. I'm going to group them together. Flying, because, of course, they can fly. And Dark, because even though they pose as superheroes, they are both evil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Dark flying for both of them. Peacemaker.
Steel,
for sure.
And he has like multiple different abilities with the helmet.
Yeah. Fighting, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess fighting steel again. Jesus Christ, the amount of fighting steels, dude.
I know. Ghostface. Ghost for ghost face.
Ghost Dark, I guess that's
and
it.
Dark, because he's a serial killer. Conan the Barbarian.
Steel fighting.
Steel fighting, yeah. And to top it all off, very easy one. T-1000, steel water, because he's liquid metal.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And I hope I'm not missing a single character.
I think you got through all of them.
I think I got through everyone.
Or at least the ones that are playable, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to be talking about freaking Madame Bo, alright? And no, I'm not doing any of the cameos. Even though there's just copies of other characters.
But I think that about wraps it up.
Alright.
All right, everyone. And that's going to do it for today's podcast. And for the next podcast coming up, the 22nd episode, what is it going to be about?
Okay, guys. So we're not 100% sure of what the next podcast is going to be. So it's going to be one of two things. Either A, we'll be doing what your Marvel Rivals main says about you, or we'll be redoing that fast food tier list we did a while back, since most of our opinions on some fast food chains have changed over the years.
Yeah, so it'll be between those two, and we'll see what happens. So we'll see you guys on the 25th for that podcast. But on that note, I'm Mateo.
And I'm Ruben.
And we'll see you guys later.